Alright, in this video I've got a simple training drill that'll help martial artists of all ages work on their kicking, distancing, timing, and accuracy, all using a fun noodle. And we're getting started right now. What's happening, martial arts friends? My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. Just recently we did a short video on some mistakes that we see when people are practicing their kicks when they're training on the bags. And this is going to kind of piggyback off of that. So if you want to check that video out, I'll put a card up in the corner here. That way you can see it after this video is all done. But some of the most common things that we see is our timing and our distancing. And of course, accuracy is always a concern as well. So this drill, we're going to be using I have part of a fun noodle here. Just took a whole fun noodle, cut it in half, and then I have the ends taped so that when I'm hitting my students, when we're training, we can have just a strong grip on the end of it. It just makes it a little bit easier to work with. But as we're training this, all that we're going to do is we're going to put this in our rear hand for any rear leg kick, and our front hand for any front leg kicks. Alright, so if I start off, I'm going to be in my stance, nice and relaxed. I'm going to throw my normal combination, whatever yours is, whether you fake this way and then come in. But we're going to end with a reverse punch before we throw our round kick. Alright, so what this is going to do is, if I set this down for a second, I'm going to throw my reverse punch, and you'll notice the hip will go in the same way as if I was starting my round kick. So when I have this, I'm going to throw this 1, 2, leave this hand out here, so I don't want to pull it back and recover my hip. I want to leave that out there and bring my foot around, kick, and then come back. So instead of throwing a jab, reverse punch, come back, and then round kick, it's going to be one fluid combination, which will make it harder for the other person to pick off all three of these techniques. So if I leave this hand out there for a split second while I'm throwing this kick, it's going to give them something they have to deal with while I'm throwing that kick. I'm not saying to leave it out there and hold it, but while you're throwing this kick, have your punch in their face. In the face! No! Alright, so we can do the same thing off of the front side for either a round kick or a hook kick. And I'm going to do the same general idea where the jab is going to be going out and it's going to stay there for them to deal with. Now the small change that we're going to do for this one is as I throw that jab, my rear foot is going to pull up. Alright, so instead of throwing a jab and then stepping, which is going to obviously take a lot more time, I'm going to slide up as I go with this jab. So they're going to be dealing with the punch while I'm stepping up. So if I go 1 and then 2, you're going to notice this back leg really moving. But if I throw this here, your eyes, especially if it's right up in your face, your eyes are going to go towards that and you won't notice the back foot as much. Alright, so with this in my front hand, I'm going to throw this jab out while bringing this rear leg up. And as soon as I get to that point, my round kick or my hook kick is just going to fly out there. So it doesn't really matter what your technique is. You can even throw a side kick from here. It just doesn't really work with the pad, but it is a great combination to have in your arsenal. Now if you're training this and you have some of these sitting around, these actually don't work as well for this combination. Now it works alright if you're working on a hook kick. You can throw this out. You can even just use your hand and throw a hook kick from here. But if you're doing a round kick, you need something a little bit longer so that we can really elongate our technique. Because what winds up happening if I'm doing my back leg round kick is I'm throwing this here, I'm bringing it around, and I wind up throwing this short round kick that is not going to be of much use in most situations. So I really need something a little bit longer like this so that I can maximize how much distance my kick is covering and really use it for the right reasons. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this drill. If you did, smash that like button just to give us some support. And also right below me, you're going to see that subscribe icon. Make sure you either click that or the button below and then hit that notification bell icon so you won't be missing anything. But until then, I'll toss a couple videos over here so you can check them out. And if you have any questions or just want to say hi, drop it in the comments. We always love to connect with everybody down there. Have an awesome time training this and a great day. See you in the next video. All right, peace.